This is TechCrunch. David Berg learned a lot about the waste management industry by driving a garbage truck around the country as the first employee at Ohio-based Battle Motors. He discovered that despite the sheer number of sales prospecting platforms, selling to the waste management industry is still an offline endeavor. Berg told TechCrunch all of them had a unanimous way of going to market, which was old-school ways of pen and paper, door-to-door knocking, and little to no technology on both CRM prospecting or any bit of the sales funnel. We saw an opportunity there to be the first, not only to build within the space, but to disrupt an entire market. Berg launched CommanderAI in early 2024 as a customer relationship manager and sales prospecting platform built for waste management and other industrial services like dumpster rentals and industrial recyclers to fill that gap. Berg, who is also the CEO of CommanderAI, said that while Salesforce or HubSpot could be customized for the waste management industry, the technology is too complicated and lacks the necessary nuances about the industry to see widespread adoption. CommanderAI's software is also better suited to the types of contracts that waste management companies use. These platforms don't have the specific types of data that waste management companies use to find customers. Berg said waste management companies sell to small, standalone businesses that might not have an online presence and to new construction projects that aren't widely advertised. CommanderAI pulls that information for its users using artificial intelligence. Berg said, although that data is inherently available somewhere on the public web, to be able to segment it and actually repurpose it to where it's useful took a whole lot of work. That's where the AI, or large language model pipeline, comes in. There's many more nuances within waste. Waste management is not a small industry. The U.S. waste management industry generated more than $100 billion in revenue last year, according to an industry trade organization. The players in the industry are a diverse mix, ranging from waste haulers with just a handful of trucks up to the $90 billion behemoth Waste Management. Berg said that the way that we're approaching it to them is, hey, look, we know you have a way of selling. You've been doing this for 20 plus years. All we're here to do is help you sell more efficiently. We're not here to replace your sales team. We're not here to change your way of doing things. The company's platform is designed to work for haulers with one truck up to enterprise-size businesses and is currently focused on mid to large regional players. Currently, the company is finding success with medical and hazardous waste management companies. CommanderAI has just raised a $5 million seed round led by 11 Tribes Ventures with participation from Watchfire Ventures, Gangles, and Radfund. Berg said the company will use the capital to pour gasoline on the fire and bulk up the company's sales team in addition to continuing to build out the product with features including mapping, marketing, and routing. He said most investors, at least a list of investors, don't have any real investments within waste management. There are only around 10 active software providers in the entire industry. A lot of it was really just investor education. Here's who we're selling to. Here's how they operate. The company plans to expand outside of waste management and into adjacent industries when the timing is right as well. Berg said we'd like to have 30% of the waste management industry using CommanderAI as their lead source of AI tooling and really any sort of tooling within their tech stack. NVIDIA rival Cerebras Systems raised a new round of private financing despite its previous plan to be trading on the public market by this year. Silicon Valley-based Cerebras announced it raised a $1.1 billion Series G round on Tuesday that valued the AI hardware company at $8.1 billion. The round was co-led by Fidelity and Atreides Management with participation from Tiger Global, Valor Equity Partners, and 1789 Capital, among others. Cerebras, which was founded back in 2015 and offers chips, hardware systems, and cloud services specifically designed for AI, has now raised almost $2 billion in its 10-year history. Its most recent prior financing was a $250 million Series F round in 2021 that was led by Alpha Wave Ventures and valued the company at more than $4 billion. This latest funding round follows a year of explosive growth. Andrew Feldman, Cerebras co-founder and CEO, told TechCrunch. Feldman said that this growth is tied to the company's AI inference services, the process of using AI models to generate outputs, which were released in August of last year. Feldman said, by the second quarter of last year, we came to believe that we had crossed a tipping point in which the AI that had been made was becoming useful, and that means you would see an explosion of demand for inference. We reallocated some resources, we hired more people, and in August, we launched our inference cloud, and the demand has been overwhelming. The company has opened 5 new data centers this year to house its AI hardware in locations including Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and Santa Clara, California, among other locales, with more in the works in areas including Montreal and Europe. Expanding its data center footprint and U.S. manufacturing hubs are largely where this recent round of funding will be put, in addition to some tech advances Feldman did not delve into. Now, raising this latest funding was not likely Cerebras' initial plan as the company initially filed paperwork for an IPO exactly a year ago. It ran into regulatory delays soon after. The company's IPO was initially delayed because of a review by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S. due to a $335 million investment from G42, an Abu Dhabi-based cloud and AI company. The IPO was further delayed this year due to unfilled positions at Cepheus at the beginning of President Donald Trump's term. Feldman said that the company still plans to IPO, but would not share specifics. He said that the company is following a common path for late-stage startups of raising a large funding round from largely public investors before listing on the public market itself. He said, "We chose a small number of leaders who would help us, not just in this round, but in the future. Companies that are leaders in late-stage private fundraising, but predominantly do public. And it's our aspiration to be a public company." That's it from TechCrunch. For more tech stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.